Here, within the walls and fences of this building, are dogs. Dogs and people. Dogs who are waiting, hoping someone will take them into their home and make them a part of their family. And people who are trying to make the dogs as comfortable as possible while they wait.
On this show, I hope to introduce you to both and give you a glimpse of what goes on day to day here at the shelter. There'll be some highs. Clyde over there is getting adopted.
You're going home, you got a home.
That's how we roll at the shelter.
Right.
And, I'm not gonna lie, there'll be plenty of lows too. Those.
Baby,
But we'll experience them both, together, here on Bayou Dogs.
As the first day of recording begins, we are introduced to an unexpected new arrival at the shelter.
So this is a relatively new pup that came into the shelter just recently. What did you say, over the night?
Yeah, someone dumped him in the middle of the night. You can see his little tongue. He's missing part of his tongue from a fight. He's got scars all over him and he has open wounds where he's obviously been fighting. All over his neck. You see the abscess on the side of his face. That's from a bite wound.
Felt it.
That's from a bite wound. And he's the sweetest dog. We can even bring other dogs out here around him. He's great with other dogs. He's a good boy. Very, very sweet. He'll let me mess with all of his sores.
How old would you say he is?
He's maybe a year and a half, 2 years. He's not a very old dog. He's pretty young, actually. He's a good boy.
So what we're going to be doing with him?
We're going to give him a bath and clean up all these wounds.
All right.
His wounds are pretty bad.
It took a little persuading, but Terry manages to get the gentle giant, Dante, into the tub to bathe him. Although Dante doesn't appear to be in any mood to take a bath. Eventually, he settles down and lets Terry and Joseph clean him off as much as they can. Though they are careful not to irritate any of the open wounds around his head and neck. Dante is relatively clean now, but before they can move on to trying to clean his wounds, the shelter receives yet another unexpected arrival. Or rather, 6 unexpected arrivals.
Yeah. Their gums are...
They're cute as a bug.
Oh my goodness, they are. They all just come up to me like I was their mama when I stepped out of that car, like they had just been there.
Can I see?
Yeah, there's a baby one in there.
Come here. Let me see. Get you out from under the pile.
But I have a big old pit bull at the house, and she don't like other animals because
Somebody dropped this one off this morning.
You're on the bottom of... Oh, you're weak.
Mama, just me and her.
Where did you say you found these?
Huh?
Where did you say you found these?
Right up the road.
Where you go in front of the
Washington Junior High.
junior high,
Right.
and you make that curve headed toward Desert, right there, where that, I don't know, behind you,
Right there on that road behind the
where Cypress Inn Apartments used to be.
That comes out at the red light there.
Yeah, you're not doing very good, love.
Oh, what's wrong with them?
She's really, I think, probably worms. If you look at their gums are really white.
Yeah.
And then feel their ribs.
They look like
Yeah,
them
that's the point. You can feel them.
Yeah. That's pretty much all you feel is rib.
Oh, look at the one that's in the corner right there. What a face.
Yeah, pick that brown one up and show. That brown one's smaller than that one. It looks like the one of the bunch, and he's literally.
Oh, wow.
See, he's so
They're very, very, very skinny.
Very emaciated.
Very weak. Yeah, they've hit 6 weeks. Barely. Teresa, what you thinking?
Precious.
All right, we'll take them. Let me get a, we gotta get a form from you though.
on y'all.
We do have to get a surrender form from you. I know they're not your dogs, but you filled out as a stray. Baby, can you get a surrender form?
The pups are taken in by the shelter and put into an open pen. Later, they'll be given food and water. With the pups taken care of for now, Terry and Joseph turn their attention back to Dante.
I know, you know something's wrong. It's okay. It's all right, baby. Come on. Come here. Turn where you see. Oh, what is that? That makes a weird noise.
The clippers are making Dante too nervous to work with.
It's okay. It's all right. It's not all right. It's okay. Come here. Come here.
How's Dante doing?
Doing okay. He's fixing to go to the vet.
You managed to get him shaved and cleaned off and everything? No.
We got him cleaned up a little bit, but he won't let us shave him, so we're going to take him to the vet so that they can sedate him until they take a look at him.
So, as you saw back then, we tried to shave Dante and clean him off so we could try and clean some of those wounds of his, but he wasn't having it. He didn't like the clippers, they were making him nervous. So we're going to be taking him to McClendon. Yeah, we're going to be taking him to Dr. McClendon, an actual vet, so they can, you know, put him under, sedate him, so that they can actually shave him and clean off his wounds, give him all the attention he needs. So we are taking him now to Dr. McClendon.
Dr. McClendon sees most of our dogs, 99% of them. He's great. He's always got room to see them. So, you know, with that, that also means we have a huge vet bill over there.
Right.
That's one of our bigger expenses. It's into the thousands. But we can't turn away a dog like Dante that's going to add to that. I mean,
Exactly.
we're still going to do what we have to. We're funded 100% on donations, which actually makes it a little bit harder because if the donations don't come in, then, you know, the money for food's not there, the money for vet care is not there. But it gets hard when stuff like that happens. Right now, we really need help with the vet care. It's gotten a little out of hand because of dogs like Dante. We've had so many sick and injured dogs come in lately that it's been really crazy.
Bug. Oh, so scared. Hey.
He's sweet, but he's covered in
Hey.
sores. Watch that ear.
Yeah. It's okay.
You can tell it's hurting him. He's got cuts. Like he almost lost that ear in the fight.
Hey. Yeah. I know. Hey. Yeah.
Isn't he sweet?
Oh, he's a doll baby. Yes.
There were some puppies come in too, and he was trying to nuzzle the puppies. Like he loves everybody. But you can see he's been tore up.
Yeah.
Someone abandoned him in the front pen.
Okay. What do they do? Just come and throw him over the fence?
Poor baby. Yeah. We normally lock our front pens just because so many people were dumping them. And I guess the lock didn't actually lock on it when they locked it yesterday.
Yeah.
And so I guess they checked all the locks and realized they could pop that one open and then put him in. So.
He's so sweet.
He's a sweetheart. We gave him a bath and even we didn't.
Well, we'll get him checked in and they'll probably keep him overnight. And so we'll check on him when we come back and get him tomorrow.
Dr. McClendon arrives, and Dante's situation is explained to him.
Was he dropped off today or?
Yeah, like sometime last night. The girls found him this morning. He was hiding in the doghouse and he eventually came out and they spotted him.
Did he eat today?
He ate early this morning, and then I don't know what this is either. He goes to breathing. and like when he's breathing hard, that pops out.
If I do have to knock him out,
You're probably going to have to knock him out to do his ears because he's freaking.
Thinking. Do you want me
Go
to
ahead and neuter him while you're.
Yeah,
okay. Might as well while he's under.
Yeah.
If you can do it all at one time, that'd be great.
Any way to save $1?
Yeah, definitely. $1 will feed 3 of my dogs. Save as many as you can.
So if we, I'm gonna X-ray that first and see what we're dealing with. That's my main concern. We can get this cleaned up and taken care of. And
antibiotics, all that.
Yeah.
When will you know about the X-ray?
We'll get that done today.
Alright, well, I hope you guys will excuse me recording on my phone. This day was a heck of a lot more hectic than I expected to be, and the camera's about dead. So, having to go with plan B here. Dante is now at the vet's. They said amongst all the other problems he had, they found a hernia. And that's only going to add to the problems both medically and financially. I think you said you're going to do a GoFundMe account?
Yeah, we'll do a GoFundMe account to try to help raise money for Dante's care.
Alright. And I'll put the link to the GoFundMe and also Dr. McClendon's information at the end of the show, so you can help in any way you can, and we'll also be talking about just how you can help with donations and things like that in general. So please have a good look at that. And they're going to be keeping them, what, overnight?
For sure overnight. They might have to keep him for a few days depending on what they find with the x-ray and when they go in and sedate him to clean the ears. His right ear was actually almost completely severed off. So he's got 4 large gashes on that ear where he almost completely lost it. So that ear's going to be a little bit of a challenge to heal as well.
Yeah. Of course, what worried me is that big wound you could see in the back of his neck was already getting really infected.
Yes, it's very, very infected. There's pus and other things coming out of it. It's extremely infected. He also has a large abscess on the side of his face where it's really swollen from infection. So it's going to be a while to get his infection under control, the wounds healed, the hernia repaired, the neuter done, and everything before he's ready for adoption. He needs a lot of TLC.
Very much so.
He deserves it. He apparently didn't have it before.
Not like that, he didn't.
This is Winnie. Winnie's a Basset Hound mix, about 3 to 4 years old.
Now, Winnie hasn't been in the shelter too long, but when she was found, well, it wasn't in that good of a condition. She wasn't just abandoned, she was found tied to a dumpster, hog-tied to a dumpster with her front legs sort of bound. And evidently, someone had broken a glass bottle or some kind of a glass object over her ears, over her head. You can't see it now, but there were kind of scars on her ears where the bottle had hit, and they were picking glass out of ears basically all day when they found her. But they've healed up nicely, so that's good.
But despite the hardships, Winnie is an incredibly sweet dog.
As you can see, she likes attention. Giving all sorts of loving kisses, don't you? Well, maybe not now. She's nervous for the camera. But she's very affectionate, as you can tell.
She gets along great with other dogs, and people of all ages as well.
If you're interested in Winnie, the adoption fee is $95. That covers the spay and neuter certificate and the rabies shot, among other things. So go out to the shelter and ask for Winnie now. Maybe a little bit too hot for a hat today. Speaking of today, it is Wednesday. It's been a day since we've taken Dante to the vet. He's probably had his x-ray by now, so I'm going to check in with Terry and check and see how he's doing.
Yeah. Let's see, Terry. All right, I'm trying to block
We find Terry behind the front kennels, trying to deal with a drain that isn't draining all that well.
You gotta
Meanwhile, Joseph is showing some potential adopters around the shelter.
These guys are probably maybe about medium size. They're lab and border collie.
Yeah. It's a little bigger we need, man.
These guys aren't ready to go because I'm not going to say that I want them to sit down. They just came in yesterday, so they're on they're healthy right now. Some of them look like they might have Chihuahua in them. They're right around 7 weeks right now.
How long before they're ready to go?
Probably a good 2 weeks.
Unsure about the puppies that they see here, Terry shows them pictures of pups that are currently in foster homes.
That other one was granted to the brown one.
Yeah, that's what the dog we just got was like that. It was Terry mix, and it died before we got it home.
Oh my God.
Yeah, his jaw was locked up and real dehydrated.
What's happening?
I was mad. I bet. And she was crushed. So we only brought 89,000. Yeah, so I gotta go get some more money. I think I'm interested. I'd like to see them.
Okay, we'll bring them up here for sure tomorrow. I live in Downs in Florida. It's just too much to grab them on top of everything else because I had 2 dogs to get to the vet. So. But I can bring them up here tomorrow for sure if you want to see them play with them.
So how's Dante?
He's doing okay. They're taking him into surgery right now. They'll do his neuter, clean his wounds. Sorry. They'll do his neuter, clean all the wounds that he has all over his head and neck. And then we're waiting to hear back on the x-ray. They've had to do 2 x-rays so far to see what the bulge on his left side is. So we're hoping that that's not anything big, but it could possibly be a hernia from fighting.
Right.
So hopefully we'll hear soon. I'm waiting for the call. Nervous mama.
Yeah, I bet.
I drive the vets crazy because I'm constantly calling them like, hey, how's my baby? And as many of my babies as Dr. McClendon gets, actually talks to me more than she does her family.
All right, so we're about to head into the office of the shelter. There's a dog in here they keep in here named Bud. Bud, a while back, had a little bit of an accident during a big storm. He had somehow got his paw sort of stuck under a fence, and then there was a big thunderclap, and the dog panicked, tried to pull his paw out, and unfortunately kind of ripped the skin and hair off of that paw. So they've been keeping him in here with the wound wrapped up and with a cone over his neck, obviously, so he doesn't lick the gauze off and you know, make the wound worse. It has been healing up nicely, I'm told, but they have to change the gauze every day and apply a solution to the wound, make sure it, you know, heals nice and quickly. So we're gonna go in and look in on them doing that. So Bud's obviously a lab mix. How old is he?
He is almost 7 years old. He's been here since he was 3 months old. He does bark at people when they first come in, so everyone's scared of him, but as you can see, he's actually a little duckbo.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and warn you, this might be a little bit graphic, so this would be the time to skip forward or what have you if you're a little bit squeamish.
Bud managed to injure his foot during a thunderstorm. Now, he panics during storms, so now he has to get, we call it his thunder pill. But he's got to get medicine anytime it's in a storm or rain to help calm him down.
Right.
We keep him in here with the radio on, just as a distraction. He likes country music. Yeah, alright, though.
When did this happen again?
This happened a little over 2 months ago, or 2.5 months ago. And we do wound care every day. It actually looks really, really good. The vet's very pleased with the way it's looking. It's healing up nicely. He will have a massive scar on his foot.
Stop scratching so much.
He's actually finally scratched because that cone's gone. He normally has to wear a cone because he tries to mess with the wound like he's doing now. So he has to have his little cone on. So we try to take it off of him and let him scratch his ears.
Sometimes it's the little things.
Yeah. See, the ears itch when you put it on me. Always itches when you can't scratch it. No. He's tough. That's a good boy. You're such a good boy. Here comes the truly graphic part. So this is actually healing very, very well.
And that that white stuff there, that's tendons, right?
Yeah. When he actually first did it, you could see all of his tendons through his whole foot. You can see the blood vessels. You can pretty much see the inner anatomy of a dog's foot. He's doing great with all of it.
What are you putting on him?
This is nitrofurazone. It's actually normally used in horses apparently, but it helps form granulation tissue faster, which is scar tissue. So it just helps him heal up even faster. We're hoping those other tendons get completely covered soon. That's a good boy, bud.
Well, obviously there's a lot of cute doggies up here that are all adoptable, but most of you out there probably won't be able to adopt just right off the bat. But there are other ways you can help the shelter, like donations and what other things?
Donations, definitely. Even dog food, puppy pads, bleach, monetary donations to help with vet bills and things like that. Come walk a dog, just volunteer. Our dogs love getting attention and being able to get out of our kennels a little bit more. And even something as little as sharing our pictures on Facebook, because you never know who's going to see a dog and want it. So there's just a lot of different things that you can do.
What all can we donate?
Dog food, bleach, toys, treats. We need some large to extra large size harnesses right now. We're out of those. Bleach is a big thing. We use so much of that. We have a whole needs list that you can see on our website. Flea and tick prevention right now is big. We need. That's about it. You can find everything on the website.
Alright, we are about to reach McClendon to pick up not Dante, because it turns out Dante is not quite ready to come back from the vet. But we're going to pick up another dog named Chance. What's Chance at the vet for?
Chance was neutered. He got another round of antibiotics today for his skin infection, and then they gave him a Pro Heart shot for heartworm prevention. He is heartworm positive, so we have to have him treated for that as well, but the vet wants to hold off on treating it just yet.
Any particular reason?
They want more weight on him. He was really skinny. He was very, very emaciated, so they want him to gain some more weight and get that skin infection the rest of the way under control. It's almost under control now. One more round of antibiotics should fix it.
So like I said, Dante's not ready to come back to the shelter, but we are going to check on him real quick. He's got what are those sticking out of him? What are those sticking out? Yeah, he's got a couple of drains sticking out of him, so I'm warning you, if you want to look away, now's the time.
Hey baby, can I open the door? I'm going to try to kick it out. Hi, love. No jumping out, man. So I got stitches behind his ear. Stay in. And stitched him.
Yeah.
His ears got stitched in it too, huh? Oh, see, I didn't even know he had those on this side. You couldn't see those. Okay. Yeah. Sweet baby. Oh, no. You're getting your drainage all over me, man. It's okay. It's okay. You're not going to stay still. Get back. There you go.
How's Dante?
Doing good. We left some of those open a little bit for drain. You can't close them.
Yeah, I figured that
they were
one.
older. So.
How old do you think that was?
At least a week. Maybe a little less, but I mean, I didn't want to. We got him on some antibiotics, and so everything looks good.
Okay.
Did they talk to you about the X-ray? I think that Denise talked to you
Yeah, she
yesterday.
said you didn't see. It's okay. So it looked like it might have been an old injury or something?
Yeah, that's the radiologist's kind of best guess of what. I mean, we don't see. I was really worried it was herniated, but it's not. But the body wall feels thin, and they think maybe it's a previous injury that weakened that area. But it's definitely the recommendation was to keep a close eye on it.
Just watch it.
Watch it, and
okay, that we can do.
Yeah. So, but he's doing good. He's on pain medicine, obviously.
Yeah.
And some antibiotics.
He needs some. So.
I just want to keep him here another day. Keep him. Watch the drainage, and we're going to keep that drain in and come back probably on Tuesday or Wednesday or someday next week.
With Chance loaded in the truck, we make our way back to the shelter. There, as one dog makes a return to the shelter, another is about to make an exit.
Well, the weather may be all wet and nasty and cold, but I think we just found a little bit of a silver lining in all these rainy clouds. Clyde over there is getting adopted.
Oh, you've been shy. Oh, you've been shy.
With Clyde's adoption underway, we make our way back out in the rain to a house in Calhoun, where a lady has a large pen she wishes to donate.
So we're in West Monroe right now, still on our way to Calhoun, and had a bit of a panic call from Joseph at the shelter, who apparently didn't know some of the puppies were moved.
Yeah, he kind of panicked a little bit.
Sorry.
Probably should have told him that we did that. Instead, he came out and found 4 terrier puppies gone.
So I just kind of...
We're moving to Highland.
I guess I should have told him before I moved.
So let no one say we don't communicate at the shelter.
We do eventually. It might be a few minutes late.
A short time later, we arrive at the home, and the pen is taken apart. It will later be used to help make room for Dante when he returns to the shelter.
I've got to have somewhere. So
I wish you did too. It's okay. We're used to having to make do on stuff like that. Let's see if I have anything to take the wire off of.
It's coming off pretty easy. Oh, yeah, let's just twist it. Just can't lose them.
I can get some more today, because sometimes these break, but at least we're not getting really wet, because we got a nice little shed up.
That's right.
These dicks.
There's cardio for
I don't think so.
With the pen loaded up, we make our way back to the shelter. There, the team prepares to put it back together. Joseph carefully wheels the pen's components to the back area and begins to assemble it. Meanwhile, Terry and Jennifer begin swapping around some of the dogs' houses. Nyla is given the house that arrived with the new pen. Drake is given Nyla's old house. And Drake's house is given next door to Jackson. About an hour later, the new pen is assembled, and the rain has dissipated substantially. However, an old problem has returned, in a major way.
So is it just this drain that's always problematic?
This isn't the only one, but it's the main one because when it backs up everything else. Everything flows out this way eventually.
The shelter's main drainage channel has clogged again, and this time, the heavy rain from earlier in the day has caused it to overflow. Terry tries to clear the blockage again with a hose, but isn't having much luck. So she and Joseph try an alternative method.
Terry's gonna shove the hose down in there and I'm gonna turn this upside down and let it flow.
Their hope is that the solution will aid in quickly clearing whatever is blocking the drain. After a while, they're ready to try again. The solution slowly makes its way down the hose and into the drain. After waiting a few minutes to allow the solution time to work, little if any effect seems to have been achieved. So they decide to wait until morning to see if any drainage occurs.
Allow me to introduce you to the Tasmanian Devil. Just kidding. She's our puppy of the week this week. Her name is Raggedy Ann.
And before you ask, no, there's no Raggedy Andy. At least, not at our shelter. Raggedy Ann is a shepherd mix. She was found on someone's front porch during a thunderstorm, and was brought into the shelter at 4 weeks old with a severe skin infection and a type of parasite known as Demodex. She's now 4 months old, and I think it's safe to say she feels a lot better. Interestingly, she seems to be relatively calm when playing with other dogs. It's only when you start playing with her by herself that she enters super hyperactive mode.
The adoption fee is $95. That covers such things as spay and neuter certificate and the rabies shot and other needs for the dog. So if you're interested in Raggedy Ann, come on out and ask for her. If you dare. No, I'm just kidding. She's fine. She's fine. Really. Mommy. Well, it's Friday here at the shelter, and first thing I notice is they've been doing the doggy shuffle. Because take a look around, you probably can't see this that much, but see, there's Daisy. She wasn't in there all this week. That's a new pin for her. But you can probably hear the reason why they're pressure washing all the kennels out. So got to move all the dogs around so they can have room to do their work. I'll probably put them back in their original pens later on. But good news is Dante is ready to come back from the vet. So we're going to be going out to McClendon and picking him up and bringing him back here to the shelter a little bit later on.
Something else I notice as I walk around the shelter. The drainage problem caused by yesterday's storm still persists.
So I'm guessing you had no luck with that drain last night.
It drained a little bit, but not a lot, so I'll have to go down it again today and try to get it unclogged. It did drain a good bit of it down there. It's not near as high as it was. It's still just up at the top. We even tried siphoning it this morning. We couldn't get it to siphon either. It's the other drain.
So this will be, what, the third day you've gone swimming this week?
Yeah, pretty much. That's my swimming pool.
Yeah. Others just get a big old blue plastic thing and spend hours filling it up with a hose. Nah. You let Mother Nature give you a pool.
Yeah. I don't have time to spend hours filling it up. I just let it fill up itself.
Because that's how we roll at the shelter.
Right. Yeah, if it backs up in the shelter, it makes everything stink and it's not sanitary and all that. So we have to go diving from time to time.
So I've been focusing so much on Dante and other things this week. Kind of, or at least I have, kind of neglected those little puppies that got brought in. How are they doing?
They're doing great. One of them is still a little bit sick. The other three, they were very full of parasites. The other 5 are doing really well on a bounce back, but one of them's still a little bit weak, so we're giving her some vitamins to boost her up. And then when I gave her a dose of vitamins this morning, she started picking on the other ones, so I think she's going to be okay. It's just going to take her a little bit. Poor little baby, her bones and you can see out her hip bones and her shoulder bones and her ribs. She was just a little rut and got the worst end of it.
All right. Did you get them dewormed?
Yeah, we got them dewormed and they're bouncing back from that, but she's still just really weak. She was very, very weak and dehydrated when she came in anyway. So she's just still taking a little bit longer to bounce back than the other ones. The other ones are wrestling and playing and trying to use their water bowl for a swimming pool and just having a blast, but she's still feeling a little bad.
Sam, a whole new puppy.
Hi, my love.
Sam, a whole new puppy.
Come here, baby.
Oi, hi there.
Come on, come here. Come here. Hi. Oh my goodness. Baby.
You just want to make sure that you kind of clean this area a couple of times a day, just with some warm water.
Warm water.
And then you can just put some Neosporin on that.
Okay.
Now, at this site here with the Penrose tubing, you want to make sure this doesn't scab up around here, because it has to be able to drain.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, as you can hear, Dante's extremely happy to be out of the vet. We're on the way to take him back to the shelter now. They gave him some pain medication, and they want to have him back Tuesday to, just check up on him?
Yeah, they're going to check him and see if they can remove the drain that he has in his face. If some of his infection's cleared up, they'll go ahead and pull the drain out.
We're just glad you're doing okay there, Dante.
Yeah. He's the sweetest boy ever.
He's in his bed. He's happy.
That's all he wants is a bed. Give him a bed, and he's your best friend.
I tell you, it's like somebody just opened up the gates and everybody started flooding out. Just sitting there minding our own business, having some lunch, taking a break. Got floods of people coming in all of a sudden, looking at the dogs. Which, not that we're complaining. We love that. Come on in, look at them. Still, wow. Had a lot of people looking at the puppies. Had a couple looking at Portia. And there they come. Said they like Portia, but they decided to look around, see if anyone else caught their interest. See if anyone else caught their interest, huh?
Huh?
Too big. I don't know. She'll probably be about a normal size kitten this year. You can see one right in here.
They're trying to decide whether they want Portia or Sage, another pit mix who is still a puppy.
Right around the size of this young lady right here.
Joseph shows them Nala to give them an example of how big Sage is likely to be as she gets older.
That Sage have pretty eyes. She's gonna be.
Tell us a little about yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna heal up because she was only trying. I think you should go home with us. I think you have a good time. I think you have a good time. I know you're a little skittish. Yeah. And that's a good size. She's not gonna get no bigger. Yeah. That's the one. That's the one.
You hear that?
You're going home, you got a home. What you think about it? You wanna go home with me?
The couple informs Terry they would like to adopt Portia. She tells them that a home check will be required to make sure Portia will be going to a safe environment, and has them fill out some paperwork. They leave the shelter and make preparations for Portia's arrival. A short time later, once the shelter has been washed and there's not as much going on, Terry and Joseph start moving the dogs back to their original pens. The move goes smoothly, initially.
No strapping over, there's gonna be a whole bunch. Ready?
Those.
Get him. He's getting things. Come here. Dozer. My hair. You act like we're starving you, man. My treat. My treat. You got plenty. My goodness. Did it hurt you?
I'm fine, really. I'm fine. We're trying to get Blaze, and then next thing I know, that's in my lap.
There you go.
Ow. Watch the tail. Ow. Ow. Watch the tail.
With my dignity injured but my body otherwise undamaged, the move continues. Eventually, all the dogs are back where they belong.
Well, that was fun. Now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta go rest. Let my pride heal.
If you would like to make a donation to help with the medical bills of Dante or any other dog at the shelter with medical needs, you can contact Dr. John McClendon. Or call the shelter for more information. Thank you.
Well, all in all, pretty good week. Dante's back from the vet, feeling a lot better. I mean, I know it's hard to believe to look at him, but he's feeling better, and they'll have him on medications and take care of his wounds and everything. The puppies that got brought in are feeling better than they were when they got brought in that box. They're doing a whole lot better. They look like they put on some weight, so that's good. And also Clyde got adopted. Can't complain about that, and it's looking like Portia's going to get adopted as well. They need to do a home check, but from what it sounds like, I think she's going to be all right as well. So listen, thanks for watching, everyone, and let's do it again next week.